Hello, Nistas and Nistas. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrance. And today we are going to talk fragrances. So I want to share with you the fragrances that I wore the week of September 1st. So if you're interested in hearing these fragrance combinations, please. All right, you guys. So we are into a new month. It's the month of September. Boy, how does time fly? We have only about 3 months left in the year of 2024. It is happening really quick in today's times. So, you guys, I'm going to share with you the fragrance combinations that I wore. And this week, last week, I was very conscious of wearing a fragrance from the fragrance tray. So if you have not checked out my latest series here on the channel, monthly fragrance trays, please click the card above and check out September's fragrance tray. I want to say thank you to all the latest subscribers. Welcome in, and thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you come back, enjoy the content. So let's start with Sunday. Sunday, last week, you guys, I was whining and complaining about my sinuses and having a little phase with laryngitis again. So I wore something very mild that I have truly been enjoying, and it starts with the body care from the Coco Shea honey fragrance line from Bath and Body Works, and I did use the moisturizing body wash. So I also use the body lotion as well as this massage oil. It is so good. Really enjoy it. And I have mentioned before, if you layer all products, these three products, you can get you probably a good 4 hours out of smelling this because it does layer really well and it lasts on my skin. So the fragrance that I paired with is something very soft and subtle. This is the Cashmere Mist by Donna Karan. And this is a very old fragrance, you guys. It is a musky ambroxan Cashmerian fragrance. It's a little bit stronger than your average ambroxan because it does have that Cashmerian note in it. And this would be a perfect fragrance to be a signature scent, and it wears so well with the combination of the honey, and it is really good for sinus situations where you don't want to wear anything too heavy to exacerbate your symptoms that you're already having with your sinuses. So that's the fragrance that I wore on Sunday as well as Monday. So on Tuesday, you guys, I wore the latest Valentino. This is the Valentino Donna Born in Roma Gold. This is the latest from that line. It is definitely a flanker from the Born in Roma series, but this one is a little bit more it has more of like this coconut vibe to it, and it has more solar notes to it, and you definitely can smell those solar notes. It has very similar solar notes that you get from Tom Ford Santal Blanc as well as the Alien Goddess. It has been compared to Alien Goddess, and it is a white floral fragrance with coconut, and you do pick up that signature Donna Born in Roma vanilla at the base of it, and it's a nice fragrance. I'm enjoying it. So again, that was my fragrance for Tuesday, and as mentioned many a times in the past, if I don't mention the moisturizer, I really enjoy my Coco Shea oil. So if I don't mention it, I just bathe with Dove, and I use a lot of my Coco Shea oil as my moisturizer. So moving on into Wednesday, you guys, I started off with the Tropidelics from Bath and Body Works. And this is an exotic floral fragrance. It has those exotic florals like passion flowers, ylang ylang, and it's a pretty fragrance. It is very feminine. It smells like a tropical exotic island, and it's nice. I do like this fragrance that they came out with last year. So I wore this, And the fragrance that I decided to wear, it is a heavy white floral. It is so heavy with the tuberose, the jasmine sambac, and I think it also has neroli in it, I want to say, but it's heavy on the white florals. So what I did was I wanted to add just a little nuttiness that you get from this pistachio and amber. You see, I have gone through this. This is so good, you guys. I wish I had gotten this in the regular fine fragrance mist, but I didn't. So I have it in these two sparkling formulations, the oil and the fine fragrance mist. So I use this in combination with that because I wanted to give it some nuttiness so it can kind of bring down those white floral notes. And the fragrance that I wore is the L'Interdit by Givenchy. And this is the EDP version. And like I said, it is definitely a white floral fragrance. And it's one of those white floral fragrances. If I don't mix it right, it will be very off-putting. It could be very headache inducing. If I wore this full on like I like to wear my fragrances and don't do anything to it to kind of like change the formulation of the vibe that it gives, I could see myself getting a headache. I'm just going to be completely honest. It's a pretty fragrance, but these white florals are very heavy. So that was my fragrance combination for Wednesday, and it was just okay. It wasn't one of my favorites, and I didn't hate it, but it wasn't a love. All right, so moving on into Thursday, you guys. Thursday is also a blast from the past. This is a fragrance that I have had several bottles of, and this fragrance takes me all the way back to college, even graduate, and it's just a fragrance that I will probably always have in my collection. But let's talk about the body care products that I use first. I started off with the vanilla bean Noel. This is a year-round goodie. Really enjoy it. I wear it more in the fall months, but this can be worn anytime, any season. This has fragrance notes of fresh vanilla bean, warm caramel, sugar cookies, and whipped cream. This formulation last year and this body lotion was so good, really good, and it smells even more rich now. So I started off with this body moisturizer, and then I went in very heavy, you guys, with the cotton candy clouds and the bubblegum pop. Cotton Candy Clouds has sponge, sugar, pink berries, whipped vanilla, and the bubblegum pop has gum ball, sugar, candied fruits, and a blast of citrus. When I say I went heavy, I went heavy, heavy, heavy. My garments were like damp after I went in with these, and I also went over them with my skin. And the fragrance that I paired it with is one of my old time favorites. This is Trish McAvoy's number 9, Blackberry and Vanilla Musk. This is blackberry cotton candy. That's what it is. If you could imagine a blackberry fragrance, I'm talking about like a fall blackberry. It's not summery. It's like something that you may smell in the forest in the fall time, but it's fruity. That's the blackberry that you get. It's very dark. It's very woody. It's not that fruity, girly type of fruit, but it does give you some fruitiness and cotton candy. That's what this is. And it still gives me what it has always given. It's just a pretty girl scent that I really enjoy. So that was my fragrance combination for Thursday. Now, moving on into Friday, I went all in with my favorite. This is not new. Well, this formulation and this formulation is not new. I've had this in the past. I've used it, but I did order this and a backup, and I really like this. You can get this at Target, but they don't sell like the body oils or the body spray. So I went in with these two products, and I now have the fine fragrance mist, and this is a regular mister. It's not an aerosol, although the can is metal. Oh, this smells so good. And I went in with the serum body deodorant. Well, underarm deodorant. And this is a body mist. These are something new. I actually got these three products. They had them for like $42 for all three. So I went in with that, and this smells so good, you guys. You really don't need a fragrance unless you're just extra like me when you wear all three of these in combination, because I'm wearing that today and I can smell myself. The fragrance is projecting, and I don't have anything on but the layering of this Santal Bloom from Saltaire. Really enjoy it. But the fragrance that I paired with it is the Santal Blanc from Van Cleef and Arpels. This was also on the fragrance tray for September. This is a very good transitional fragrance. It's woody, it's sexy. It has that rich, deep sandalwood, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It's good. It's a balanced unisex fragrance, and I enjoyed it with the Santal Bloom. So again, this is Santal Blanc by Van Cleef and Arpels. Now moving on into Saturday. Saturday, I did the same routine with the shower, the body mist, the oil, and the serum deodorant with the Santal Bloom from Saltaire. And then I went in with a fragrance from the fragrance tray. This is Marfa by Mimo, a long time wish lister. I hate I waited so long because this is so good. It is a floral, musky fragrance, but it does give you like a soapy shampoo vibe that makes it more unisex and more easy to wear, in my opinion. Really nice fragrance. And because I was going out on a date with hubby, I needed to add just a little bit more sexiness to it. So I topped it off with Blue Heart by Thameen, and that coconut, as well as the saffron that it develops into, because initially I just really get like this amberness from it, but it does develop into this beautiful coconut sandalwood fragrance that is so good. This is a well-balanced unisex as well. I am becoming really fond of these Thameen fragrances. I do have quite a few samples that I've played around with over a year, but I'm really starting to focus on getting the ones that I like. I do have a couple more on the wish list, but that was my fragrance for Saturday. Really enjoyed it, and those were my fragrances for the week of September 1st. If you want to share anything that you wore this week or any combinations that you think I should try, please do so in the comment section below. I greatly appreciate you guys, and do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye-bye.